Hello and welcome to True Horror Stories. If you enjoy these stories, please like and subscribe. Okay, let's get into our story. The calls began on a Tuesday, the kind of gray, unremarkable day that blends into the monotony of late autumn. Emily was washing dishes, the clink of plates drowning out the hum of her small apartment, when her phone buzzed on the counter. An unknown number. She ignored it, probably a telemarketer. It rang again an hour later. Then again at midnight. No voicemail, no text, just persistent buzzing like a fly that wouldn't leave. She blocked the number, but the next day a new one appeared. Always silent, always the same. Heavy, rhythmic breathing on the other end, deliberate and slow, like someone savoring each exhale. By the end of the week, Emily's nerves were frayed. She'd stopped answering, letting the calls go to voicemail, but the breathing filled her inbox, each message identical, exactly 17 seconds long. She called her provider, who said the numbers were untraceable, likely spoofed. "Change your number," they suggested. She didn't, not yet. It felt like giving in, like letting whoever this was win. Instead, she bought a cheap burner phone and kept her old one powered off, hoping the calls would stop. They didn't. The burner rang the next night, same unknown number, same breathing. Emily's stomach churned as she listened, the sound curling into her like damp rot. She hung up, hands trembling, and unplugged the phone. That night, she dreamed of a figure standing at the edge of her bed, faceless, chest rising and falling in time with the breathing from the calls. The next morning, she went to the police. The officer was sympathetic but unhelpful. "No threats, no crime," he said, scribbling her complaint on a notepad. "Could be a prank. Kids, maybe." Emily didn't argue, but she knew it wasn't kids. The breathing was too deliberate, too patient. She left the station feeling exposed, like eyes were tracking her through the glass doors. Desperate, she turned to the internet. A reverse phone lookup gave her an address tied to one of the numbers. A dilapidated house on the edge of town, abandoned for years. Against her better judgment, Emily drove there that evening, her old phone clutched in her hand like a talisman. The house was a husk, boarded windows, peeling paint, a front yard choked with weeds. The air felt heavy, as if the place exhaled its own decay. The front door was ajar, creaking as she pushed it open. Inside, dust coated everything. Broken furniture, shattered glass, a staircase leading to darkness. Her flashlight beam caught something in the living room. An old rotary phone, its receiver dangling off the hook, swaying slightly. She froze. The phone was warm to the touch, as if someone had just used it. Her heart pounded as she backed away, her flashlight sweeping the room. That's when she saw it, a Polaroid taped to the wall, grainy but unmistakable. It showed her sleeping in her bed, her face slack, the angle from above her pillow. Emily stumbled out, gasping, and drove home, locking every door and window. She didn't sleep. At 3 a.m., her old phone, powered off, battery removed, lit up and rang. The same number. She didn't answer, but the voicemail recorded anyway. This time the breathing was different. It was faster, excited, and beneath it, a faint whisper. "I see you." She moved the next day, crashing at a friend's place, her belongings shoved into garbage bags. The calls stopped for a week. Then one night, her friend's landline rang. Emily knew before she answered. She picked up, her hands shaking, and heard it again, breathing, slow and rhythmic. Now paired with a soft scraping, like nails on wood. She hung up and unplugged the phone, but the sound didn't stop. It was coming from outside the apartment door. The police found nothing. No footprints, no signs of forced entry, just an old Polaroid left on the doorstep. It showed Emily and her friend asleep on the couch, taken hours earlier. Emily burned the photo, changed her number, and moved across state lines. She doesn't answer unknown calls anymore. But sometimes, late at night, she hears breathing. Not from a phone, but from the walls, the ceiling, the air itself. And she knows wherever she goes, it's still listening.